Call Iberia Parish Council meeting to order. It's August 27, 2025. Time is 6 o'clock. We have the prayer by Councilman Mathurin and the prayers by Councilman Swear. Mr. Mathurin?
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Mr. Swear?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Tommy Pollard.
Here.
Michael Landry.
Here.
Marcus Broussard. Lloyd Brown.
Here.
Warren Gashison. Natalie Broussard.
Here.
Dustin Swear.
Here.
James Strahan.
Here.
Scott Ronsonet.
Here.
Brian Napier. Lady Fontanet Brown. Cayman Crapel. Chad Mathurin.
All right, we have 10 members in a quorum. We'll move on to council member announcements. Are there any? Seeing none, we'll go on to parish president announcements. Parish president?
Good evening. Litter abatement took place on Saturday, August 23rd. A total of 7 people participated from 8 a.m. to noon. 100 bags of trash were collected around Pellerin Street and Monette Road. From August 13th through August 26th, the Public Works Department completed several tasks, which included culvert cleaning, field and roadside drainage, side booming, and other work, as you can see detailed on the screen, along with the districts where the work was performed. On Monday, a progress meeting was held to discuss the new animal control facility and upgrades to the existing facilities. The project is currently in the design phase with engineering to follow. We anticipate advertising for bids in November. Yesterday, a pre-construction meeting was held for the South Lewis Street Improvement Project. Glenn Leger is the contractor, with construction expected to begin next month. The contract time is 60 working days, and the project cost is $1,545,609.73. The roof replacement at the main library is expected to begin next month. Asbestos removal will follow with the completion of the first phase of the roof replacement. Improvements have just been completed at the Grand Mary walking track. This $35,950 project widened the original 1,000-foot cement track from 6 feet to 8 feet, removed grass along the edges, added stone underlayment, and finished with the new asphalt overlay. The work was performed by T&T Asphalt. Construction began this past Monday, August 25th, and was completed today. These enhancements provide a safer and more enjoyable walking experience for residents and visitors. We are in the process of preparing and finalizing the 2026 budget. Daily meetings are underway with department heads. A healthy and responsible budget is critical to supporting our parish's growth and prosperity by aligning resources with strategic priorities and long-term goals. We will address current needs while laying the groundwork for future initiatives that enhance the quality of life for all Iberia residents. And you can see our executive staff on the on the board. The bald head sitting down is me. That's what we look like in budget.
Yeah, you're always holding your head.
Don't forget to sign up for Iberia Pins, our parish notification system. It's free, easy, and keeps you informed with emergency alerts and important updates by text, call, or email. Sign up at iberiaparishgovernment.com or smart911.com. Iberia Parish Government is currently hiring for several positions. You can see those listed on the screen. For more information about these positions and to learn how to apply, please visit our website. We encourage all qualified candidates to explore these opportunities and join us in serving the residents of Iberia Parish. And last but not least, please remember to visit the Iberia Parish Government website. Let us know if any changes are needed. If you see anything that needs to be addressed, you can send an email directly to us from the contact page or give us a call, and we will take care of it promptly. Thank you.
Any questions?
Any questions for the parish president? I have one by Councilman Ronson.
I'm just curious. Did I hear 60 days on Lewis Street?
That's what you heard, and that's what they're saying.
That's cool. That's impressive if they pull out.
Very.
Thank you.
Yield back,
That's
sir.
what they're saying. Yes, what's gonna happen, probably starting tomorrow, day after, Delta, CenterPoint Energy, got some work that they need to do. They're gonna be done with that in a week, they're saying. So we're looking to start somewhere around September the 10th, and they're saying that they're gonna be done in 60 days. I asked that question. Because I was in that business. They say it's 60 days. But they have 90 days on the contract. They just, 120 days. They're saying they're gonna finish in 60 days.
Good.
Whopper?
Next, we have Councilman Marchand.
I just want to make a comment about, y'all keep advertising about the pins, but the pins are working.
It is.
We had a setback with the water system the other day, and before I got the first phone call, why I don't have no water, the pins went out about a break and it was being repaired. They had a timeline and then a ball advisory. Like, that's never been done before.
It is
So
working, and
kudos, it's working.
Brandon is really doing, we have probably come up a good bit since he took over.
Yeah.
Because we're advertising, we're making people, when we're announcing it every meeting.
Yeah, but normally everybody takes to social media or they calling me, and
Oh, yeah.
before I got the first phone call,
You
the
knew
pins
about it.
went out.
Good.
So it's working.
Good.
It's doing its job.
Glad to hear that.
It's the same thing for mosquito control. They send it to me and then I'll publish it.
Good job.
Good.
Appreciate it. That's it. I'm done.
Yield
Thanks.
back. All right. Seeing
Any
no
more
other questions?
Thank you.
I need a motion to go into public comments. I have a motion by Scott Ronson, a second by Tommy Pollard. Please vote your machines to go into public comments. All right, we're now in the public comments. Item number 1, Madam Clerk.
Comments from the general public on agenda items.
All right, have none. Item number 2, Madam Clerk.
Persons being considered for appointment to parish boards and commissions to address the council.
All right, we have any here tonight? I don't see any.
I thought Green was coming.
He was supposed to come
No,
tonight.
no,
He
come.
did say that he was going to try to be present tonight, but
He might be sick.
he did have an emergency a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, he had
I
him.
don't know, we talked to him yesterday and he did say that he was going to try to be present.
Let's just move it to the next one. All right,
Okay, you're good?
yeah.
All right, seeing none, I need a motion to go back into regular session. I have a motion by Natalie Broussard, second by Tommy Pollard. Please vote your machines to go back into regular session. Mr. Brown? All right, we're now back in the regular session. Community events and public service announcements. Item number 1, Madam Clerk.
Representative of Aviation Academy of Louisiana to provide information regarding services offered and its impact on aviation and the economy in Iberia Parish.
All right, we have 3 speakers. First one would be Mr. Craig Simon or Seymour. Can you step up to the mic, sir?
We're actually gonna change the order on you, I think. My name's Chris Babin, if that's okay.
Okay. Can you please state your name and address for the record, sir?
Yes, sir. Chris Babin, 705 Hangar Drive in New Iberia. Yes, so thank you guys so much for having us. I'm one of the managers and flight instructors at Aviation Academy of Louisiana. And what we wanted to do, despite being around for 5 years now, we still find a lot of people that are kind of unfamiliar with what we do and who we are and how that really ties into a lot of what you guys are doing. So we thought it'd be a good fit to come spend a couple minutes and tell you guys about it. So our mission is to deliver world-class flight training, both in helicopters and airplanes, and try to keep the talent that we train here in Louisiana, which is always a point of topic for everybody. So we want to serve our state's industries, communities, and then the future of Louisiana. And I think for some that may not be familiar with aviation, it's we've got quite a bit of an impact here in Louisiana on the national stage. So why this matters to Louisiana workforce retention, too many people leave Louisiana for flight training and then subsequently are employed outside of the state. So we provide that home that training right here at home, and then try to keep our students and pilots here. Economic growth, of course, we support Louisiana's energy sector, agriculture, tourism, emergency response, business aviation. And then there is a national shortage with a local opportunity that we try to provide. So, of course, there's a national shortage of pilots, but one lesser mentioned shortage is aviation mechanics. And we have a program where we train aviation mechanics as well. Locally owned and operated, so Craig, who you mentioned first, will come up in a second. So he's a lifelong helicopter expert. He started this school about 5 years ago. I let him talk about himself, and then our director of maintenance, Bo Prine's here with us as well. Myself, I'm born and raised here in South Louisiana. I was in the Marine Corps as well, and came back home after that to be part of what we're doing here in Louisiana and help grow our local talent base. So we have a commitment to Louisiana. Our leadership team's from here, and we want to align our vision with what you guys are doing and what all of our local partners are doing to create a pipeline for high-paying jobs that are in high demand. And we think that's a big part of what we do for Aviation Academy. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Seeing none, thank you, sir. Oh, Michael Lander has a question.
Not a question, more or less a comment. About a month ago, I was able to go by their facility, and I must have passed there 100 times. And me and Larry went, never knew what it was, got a chance to meet with 3 of them, and we kind of toured their facility. And this is something that's been at the base for 5 years, and I don't know how many people in Iberia Parish know about it. So I think we need to bring out and let the public know this. So thank you all for coming and talking about this.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. And then
Yield back, Mr. Landry.
I'm good.
All right, Madam Clerk, let the record reflect that Lady Fontaine Brown's in attendance.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
All right, next we have Mr. Chris Boban.
That was actually Chris.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we changed it all up on it.
Okay, name and address for the record. sir.
Yep, it's going to be Bo Prine, 705 Hanger Drive. Yeah, Craig's going to go last.
Oh, right,
Yep.
okay.
All right, again, thank you everyone for having us. Like Chris mentioned, I'm Director of Maintenance at the Aviation Academy. A little bit of background too. Also a Marine, born and raised Southwest Louisiana. Had a long career, 20 years. Decided to come back to Louisiana, had multiple tours, including White House Military Office and being Director of Quality Assurance for Presidential Helicopter Operations. And now you can see Craig's hiring trim. We're all Marines. So no offense to anyone that's not a Marine in here, okay? So I want to talk about more of the veteran outreach that we're going to be doing with the Aviation Academy. And this directly impacts the local economy. So we had a good meeting with Representative Boyer last week. And now we're going to align with Governor Landry's initiative called the Boot. I don't know if anyone's heard of that before. So the Boot basically recruits and retains service members in the state. So whether you were stationed here or whether you're from here like me and Chris and you want to move back here, the initiative is to get those service members back to where we're now feeding the local economy. And one of the ways that we're able to do that uniquely here in New Iberia is we are just now being able to receive our 141 flight school certification. What that means is it's an FAA recognized and monitored program. What that also does is allows government funding, such as the VA GI Bill, to be used for flight training. Now, flight training can cost a lot of money. Barrier to entry is very hard for a lot of people. $30,000 to $35,000 just to get your private helicopter license, which is a lot of money. And the problem is for veterans, that private portion is not covered by the VA because it's looked at as a leisure and not a follow-on work training. I don't know if that makes sense for everyone. So the VA does not pay for the initial training, so it has to come out of pocket. So what we're doing is we're going to go ahead and partner with local banks, which we've talked to, that will write the loans for these veterans and service members and local community as well. But we're going to have some state backing, and that's what we're working on legislation for, to guarantee the loans. We're not asking the state for money. We're just asking for a guarantee on the loan and to bring those service members here to train. Now, the other part that's very unique about that is we will be the only recognized 141 helicopter training facility in the state.
So specifically, working with the Airport Commission in New Iberia, we will be the only place to do that. Now, the other strategic part of that is Bristow and PHI are also very big players in Southwest Louisiana, or actually all South Louisiana, the Gulf. So uniquely poised to do this program, and we're uniquely staffed to be able to carry out the funding and the follow through. The other things that we look at are going to be infrastructure and equipment, infrastructure, hangars, facilities, access to the facilities, access to the hangars. Very important. You can't run an operation if you can't get there, right? And if we're going to be bringing service members in from all over the United States to come down here and train, specifically at our location, it has to be right and has to be right the first time so that we keep getting that. And it comes back here, right? And they're going to be eating here. They're going to be staying here. They're going to be buying water at the gas station, whatever it is. All of that is going to directly impact the local economy. And that's what we're trying to do. So the bottom line is basically that we're trying to represent Louisiana, keep the talent, just like Chris said, keep the talent here. Louisiana leadership and Louisiana opportunity. And by us partnering with the BOOT, the initiative, we'll be able to get those state-backed loans or the guarantees to get that barrier to entry crossed and allow easier access to training. And we'll be able to maintain a lot of those service members right here, staying in the state, paying local taxes, and paying local economy.
Thank you. It's good.
You have a question by Councilman?
Yes, sir.
Unless the next person's gonna answer, how long is the training? What's
Yeah,
involved?
actually, I'll let
I was-
Craig.
yeah, that's why I said that in case he would answer it. I'm good with that, thank you.
Yep.
I'll send you back.
I'm waiting
Right,
for
thank
the
you, sir.
army that you heard.
All right, thank you.
All right, next we have Mr. Craig Seymour.
I don't know what that.
Trickaroo on me. State your name and address for the record, sir.
Good afternoon. Craig Seymour, Aviation Academy, Louisiana, one of the managers. Thank you for the opportunity to speak, and I know we're a little over on what our expected time was, so thank you for your consideration again. So to answer your question, training is typically 1 year from person off the street. There's several ratings to get along the way: private, instrument, commercial, flight instructor, instrument, and then possibly others depending if it's helicopter or airplane. In 1 year, they can train, become an instructor, teach the next crop of students, and within 1 to 2 years, they're ready for a job at the airlines or possibly a job at Bristow or PHI. We do have some accelerated paths, but the traditional path is at least 2 years. So again, I won't go over on the time, but we are available for any questions. But we are continuing to grow, which you'll see in the next 2 days, public release coming out about our continued growth in our 141 program. And we're going to have some dignitaries coming in from Baton Rouge. So I invite you guys as well, 9 o'clock Friday morning, for an open house for a certificate celebration, because this is a unique opportunity for New Iberia as we continue to grow. And we are planning on growing here at the air base. We currently have 2 facilities, one 705 Hangar Drive. The other is a lease space at the Seaway at the air base. And it's very likely you're going to hear some news about another facility here in Iberia Parish. So access for us at the air base is paramount. Access for Tower Drive, access to the Seaway is really important to us. If there's any future in a connector from Coteau Road to the Seaway, would be very helpful to our growth as well. Thank you for your time. Any questions?
Seeing no questions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, going to number 2, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Patrick Courget, on behalf of the Department of Natural Resources, to address the Iberia Parish Council regarding permit application numbers 26048, 26049, 45124, and 45125 for the proposed Jefferson Island Storage and Hub LLC 14638 well, numbers 3 and 4, and the public hearing to be held on September 15th, 2025 at 6 p.m. at the Delcom Shrimp Festival Building, 319 East Main Street, Delcom, Louisiana.
Name and address for the record, sir.
Patrick Courage, I guess I'll give you the work address, 617 North 3rd Street, Baton Rouge.
Yes, sir.
Not a Marine, ex-Navy here. I don't know if I'd have come down here.
And Army.
Yeah, if I'd known y'all were crawling with the Marines down here, I don't know if they might bear some grudges. We used to get into it back in the day.
Thank you.
Don't know where exactly. I can do some Q&A if you prefer, or I could just talk about what our permitting process. I know some residents have reached out with a very particular concern about this project, which is different from the ones we've heard in the past. I may be telling you your own history here a bit. You go out there to, obviously Lake Pinier and Texaco and Diamond. Back in the day, you got the mine collapse, and then in the mid-90s, this company called Equitable comes up with this idea to let's brine out a salt cavern and a couple of salt caverns and fill them full of natural gas. All kinds of sturm and drang about that for a while, but they went ahead and did it. And that ran mostly without incident. Well, pretty much, I don't think of any. I know we used to get called out on concerns about bubbling out in the lake, but never really could tie it to any of those operations. And then mid-2000s, I guess it was AGL by then, comes and wants to do a cavern 3 and 4. State didn't care for that much. A lot of the local folks didn't care for that much. That kind of went on, and the lease was pulled, got an operating agreement, and then eventually got to the point where they just kind of let it go. And now, I guess under InLink, they've come to look at it again. I spoke to Nara Crowley the other day, said they're kind of comfortable with the concept there, but their concern seems to be somehow it's gotten out there that somebody thinks they're going to use it to sequester carbon dioxide, which, if that's the concern y'all called me for, I can tell you right now, flat out, it's about the first rule in our books on this Class 6 carbon sequestration that you can't do it in salt caverns. It's like if you look up the regs where they start, A2 is, you cannot put this in salt caverns. It cannot be done. We don't allow it. We know we would be terrible problems there. It's one thing to have something like, say, natural gas that you're pushing in and out, you're removing all the time, to just constantly keep stuffing one of those caverns with something forever and ever and ever. That's a non-starter for us, and has been since day one when we put into the EPA back in 2022. But if y'all are wanting something more along the lines of just what the regulatory process, I can give you that, or if you've got other questions, I can go with whichever way you'd prefer.
We have a question by Councilman Landry, Michael Landry.
Yeah, and I got some history at Jefferson Island. I worked for Texaco. That's who I retired from. And I had a brother got killed in the salt mine at Jefferson Island. What kind of safety precautions, and you said they can't store it forever, is this like a 10-year lease, 20-year lease?
As far as using the caverns for storage of natural gas?
Yes.
For as long as it's commercially viable for them, as long as they can continue to prove to us that they're able to control the pressure and they're not having leaks down there and you're not having any structural issues. They constantly have to, I think they file them quarterly, but they constantly have to monitor pressure. Every 5 years, they have to do what we call a mechanical integrity test. There's a couple of different ways to do that, but basically, the way they normally do it with these gas caverns is shut it in and just watch it. If you start losing too much pressure, then we know you've lost control of something. There's going to be a problem. You're probably going to have to empty that cavern and figure out what's going wrong. Every 15 years, they do have to empty it, so that we can go in and do sonar to make sure the shape of that cavern is what it should be. A lot of folks tend to think these caverns are like the traditional shaft and gallery salt mines. You've got empty space. In these brine caverns, it's never empty. It's either gas or salt water, but there's always something in there.
Good. All right. Thank you.
Yield back. Any other questions?
I have a question.
Parish President?
I think part of the confusion was people was thinking it was going to be carbon capture, and that came around. And so I guess the real thing that you can point out here today is just saying that it's not going to ever be for carbon capture.
It can't be. We don't allow it, period, in a salt
That's your
cavern.
answer.
I think one thing that confused people is, because folks in this parish have seen this show before. The way we did it every other time is we would have two clear permit applications. You'd have the Class 3, which is the brine injection, the solution mining. It's where you make the cavern. Or in some case, a lot of activities, closer to the industrial areas, they don't really looking to store anything. They just want the salt.
Right.
Up in St. Martin, they got Angela Butte, I think they got a couple of caverns they're doing that with. And then you have the Class 2, which is dealing with hydrocarbons, storing it and so forth. And there's a couple of things I think gave people a scare. One is we're doing these kind of together. makes it easier because all you're doing is saying this is how we make the cavern, this is how we're going to use it once we make it. And there's the language of conversion from class 3 to class 2, and they see the word hydrocarbon. Well, they see the word carbon, so that gives them a jump scare, and conversion, so they think companies coming in to do a switcheroo. We say we're going to do hot natural gas, but we're really going to swap it on you and do carbon dioxide. One, you can't do that. Two, hydrocarbon means oil and gas. In this case, the permit application specifies natural gas, and carbon dioxide wouldn't fit under that anyway. You can't have a hydrocarbon if you don't have the hydro, and carbon dioxide don't have the hydrogen.
Yeah, I think if I can clear something else out, I think what happened here is we received some boxes or some paperwork, folders that came in talking about what was going to take place at Jefferson Island with no knowledge. So we ended up sending it to the council clerk, which she did a fantastic job of trying to do some research. And I've been involved in AGL and all of that way since.
Last time I was here about one of these, you were on the council.
That's right, in 1999, 2000. So we was just trying to make sure everything was correct. I got with the chairman, told the chairman what was going on. He worked with his clerk and got everything squared away. So I think you answered the deal for me. I spoke to Nara Crowley extensively. You know Nara from way back.
Way back.
So I'm good.
Yes, good.
All right, we have a question by Councilman Natalie Broussard. Councilwoman.
Just for the public's information, there's storage there presently, isn't there?
Yes, ma'am. There's one cavern storage. You have two caverns present there. They were storing at after we learned some pretty ugly lessons over in Bayou Corn back in 2012. We changed our rules, and one of those caverns was about 100 feet from the edge of salt, which we changed our rules to say if you're that close with a gas cavern, gas has got to come out. We do not want to take any chance of that. You got to be at least 300 feet away. So they emptied that one out. It's still there. It's just holding brine, and they've got one they're still operating. They emptied that one out in, let's say, 14, 15.
And so they're trying to open two more, is that correct? And
They're a little further south, so further from the edge of salt, which is our big concern, than the original two.
And have these permits already been approved?
No, ma'am. This is the public comment period, where anybody who wants to, support it, oppose it, just say something about it, can send something into us. And then, because we know a lot of folks, they want to stand up and speak if they got to say something about it. We've got a public hearing on the September 15th over in Delcom at the Shrimp Festival building.
Okay. Thank you.
Good.
Okay, you back?
Yes.
Broussard, you is back. Next we have Councilman Brock Pellerin.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say thank you for coming in, inform us on all of this.
Not that bad. I live in Youngsville.
And like you said earlier, people seen the word carbon, and that's what they got scared of. Just to clear anything up else in the public, this permitting process has nothing to do with this Iberia Parish government. All these permits come from the state side.
Yes.
A lot of people call us and why y'all giving a permit? We have nothing to do with this permit issue. It's all coming from the state side.
Over time, there have been lawsuits where parishes have tried to assert that, and it tends not to end well. The law's been pretty clear that goes through the state.
Yeah. All right. I yield back.
You is back. I just have something I want to kind of go off what Parish President said about the way this stuff got dropped off here. I don't know who's in charge of the way this process works, but I think y'all need to find a better process than that, because just dropping this off and can't tell anybody what it's about, and we have to try to figure it out. It's not a very good.
So this was just nobody. There's no contact, no email or anything.
No.
Just I'm guessing what the boxes are the permit applications, because we're supposed to have hard copies sent
Our
around.
clerk can answer more. She's the one who worked on it for the whole thing, trying to figure it out.
There was probably about 10 binders
Mm-hmm.
that were just dropped at the front desk. They asked us to sign for it. I didn't sign for it. I refused to sign because I didn't know what we were receiving.
Let me talk to our folks.
We were not provided notice that we were going to be receiving
Mm-hmm.
any of this information. So I know firsthand not to sign for something that I'm not aware of what type of information that I am receiving. So I sent it to legal sent it back. I took it upon myself to try to figure out what it was, what the documentation was, 2 large binders and several smaller binders that I went through to try to figure out.
That sounds
what-
like communication broke down, because
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sounds like it's the hard copies that we're supposed to provide. And it may be something, it's kind of a growing pain that a lot of state agencies are having right now when you're trying to give public notice, because used to be, everybody read the paper.
Yeah.
You put your notices in the paper, somebody's gonna see it, they're gonna spread the word. Now we go to meetings where people brag about that they don't read the papers no more. And,
Right.
you know, this one's on Facebook,
I
this one's on Twitter, this one's on that. So one thing we've tried to do is reach out to the parishes, but that's, I think we might still be going through some growing pains on
Right.
making sure we're clearly communicating. We need you to put this out to your folks so they know what's coming. And I'll talk to our folks and ask them how, do we have our SOP down that? And if not, maybe we need to make sure we got a
Right.
better checklist. I'll check with
Yeah.
that with our folks. And I apologize on behalf of the agency for that getting dumped on you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. We
Have
appreciate
y'all, as parish council members, have y'all received emails from us on this project?
Not me.
No, but
Well-
just anything saying, hey, this is,
No.
Excuse me, I was the one that initiated the
said
emails
from them.
because I had done the research in the records that we received. And there were several email addresses that I pulled from the paperwork, and I started sending emails out to all of the people that were listed in the trail of emails that were contained within the binders.
I'll talk to our folks
So,
in Injection Mind, see what happened with
That was
that.
the only way we knew, I knew how to, what this information was about.
Gotcha.
And then I had done research online to determine that a public hearing was necessary. We had no idea that a public hearing was even scheduled
Mm-hmm.
at all, so,
Let me get with our folks on that. I mean, hopefully it doesn't come up again,
right.
but there may be other things our agency does in the area, and we want to make sure we're getting our communications right. We'll make sure
Right.
I'll talk to our folks and see if we can get that squared for you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We'd appreciate that, because she
Yes,
spent
sir.
a whole day researching that. But she could have been doing something else.
Understood.
Right, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. That,
Okay.
No other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 3, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Pat Carlon with the Sugarina, Acadiana Fairgrounds, to address the Iberia Parish Council regarding the All Things Fried Cook-Off on October 18th, 2025.
Name and address, sir.
My name is Pat Carline. I'm the chairman of the board for the Acadiana Fairgrounds. I live at 148 Plantation Drive in New Iberia, Louisiana. As you see, y'all should have gotten some of this in the packet. We're having an all things fried cook-off for the 25th year anniversary, kind of like a benefit to help the Sugarina. We're going to have 2 bands. We're going to have seafood, non-seafood, and dessert in fried fashion. The teams have to have, there are 4 members on a team. It's a $150 entry fee. Basically shows you that there's 4-year-olds are under free, 5 to 12 years old, $5. All others are 10, and we're asking for vendor spots also. We have on-site camping. We have a 50-50 raffle. We're having boiled shrimp dinners with potatoes and corn from 3 to 5, and the tickets cost $15. Which one do we need to push? Or do we? Okay, this is what the form looks like for the people to fill out and get back to us. There'll be basically trying to get teams, and we need to have the stuff back by October the 4th. So far, we haven't gotten any teams yet, but we've just, we've got it all over the place. I mean, we've got on all the radio stations in Lafayette. We have all the TV stations in Lafayette. We have it on y'all's Facebook. We have it on ours. We have it everywhere. And we're just trying to get it out to the public. This is the first. If you remember many years ago, we had the Hot Sauce Festival.
Right.
And it really went well. But for some reason, we're having some problems getting word out to have this. So I just wanted y'all to go to your constituents or whatever and see, if y'all can have anybody that wants to form a team and come cook. Also, this weekend, we have in the Brahma Bull Show, we have over 550 entries. The parking lot is going to be packed, okay? So we've really done a lot of work with the Sugar Arena. We've painted it. Of course, this is the unit itself. The signs that you see, this is all new. We have gotten over 40 sponsors within the last 4 weeks to sponsor at the arena at over $200 a sign for 1 year. We've basically got all kind of information. Of course, y'all should know that it's got about 175,000 square feet under roof, 260 by 130 feet of fenced-in arena, 120 by 300 covered warm-up areas. We have multiple wash racks, 150 plus stalls, 5 acres of parking, not including the new parking lot that we're going to have once Entergy finishes their project, on-site concession stands, and 45 RV hookups, 30 and 50 amp. Of course, you know, they're used for horse shows, rodeos, cattle shows, festivals, motocross derbies, circuses, music festivals, and 4-H events. We have, like you said, we've painted it. We've redone all of the drains on top. We've done all of the, everything's been redone. The repair of downspouts and drains from the rain and water off the roof. Now we have no leaks. Of course, these are some of the things that we purchased: a new tractor, a new Bobcat. We have side-by-side, a new mower, a blower, a new weed eater, a new pressure washer, which has really come in handy, especially now. Of course, we built a new announcer stand with open windows and a new sound system. And this is the back of it with the air conditioning system, and that's the entrance. We've put new lighting, fire alarm systems, and camera security systems in the building. LED lights. We have the camera systems. We have, this is the new equipment that we purchased from for the fire alarm system and security. We put a new sunscreen to block out the sunlight. We redid the men's and women's bathroom. All new sinks, all new everything. The walls, all that is all brand new. Put a new concession stand up as far as the windows and so forth. All used to be plexiglass. It's all glass now. Put new piping, fencing around the inside of the arena. Now this is something new. We've gone in and we've redone all the stalls. We put brand new pipes. We had it all welded. We've welded all the way around the arena, and they're in the process of painting these right now. But we have done a lot of work at the arena. These are some of the pipes that they put in, and we're waiting for them to come back and paint them. We had our air conditioners repaired. Okay, this is the view of the parking lot that Entergy had after they finish. In fact, they have taken down a lot of the fencing for us to use this weekend so that we can get in there, because they've gotten most of their stuff moved. They'll have that all opened up. And then once they finish with everything, then what they'll do is they'll come back and they'll regrade everything. They'll fill in, put new gravel, everything, just, I mean, completely. So we've done a lot to this arena to try to get it back for people to come and do things at. With this thing that we're having this weekend with the 500 entries, they're going to be spending a lot of money on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A lot. So I just wanted the board to know what's been going on and what we've been doing.
We have a question by Councilman Marcus Broussard.
No, just, well, a question, but a statement too. I know being on this board requires a lot more than just talking. There's a lot of sweat equity into this thing. So seeing all this, very proud of you guys. Where y'all get all this money from, man?
Well, some of it's grants.
Yeah, nothing from us.
A lot of it's
gone.
We've gotten the grants from the from the state. Uh, and we're
Yeah, I know
still trying
you-
to get some more, because we need some more. There's some other things that we're working on that we're not sure about yet, so we're just kind of leaving it laid down right now.
Y'all doing
You
a
know.
great job, a lot of new things and painting, and I mean, it's all things that is sorely needed, so good job. Just wanted to point out how, how much y'all have done with
It's a
very
lot
little.
of-
So, a lot of sweat
I'm away
equity in
from
that
home
group.
a lot.
I understand. Thank you, man.
Right, so Marcus, you was back. Councilman Pellerin?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of piggyback on Marcus. Your paycheck must be really, really big off of
Boy, I tell you, it is. I mean, look, my pants are still,
You know, it's completely volunteering your time.
Yes, sir,
and the
for
board's-
almost, since '98.
Yeah, that's amazing, Mr. Pat. I just want to say thank you for all the work you've done in the past and all the work you're going to do in the future for this arena. And people really need to realize, this is a very good asset to the community. We can host some really big events over there, and I know you're trying hard to bring it back to where it was. And I just want to say thank you for all the work you're doing and the board that works with you. You're back.
You're back. I think Parish President has something to announce.
Yeah, Pat and the board, they have done a fantastic job over there. I think Pat is the only commissioner in the parish that I probably get phone calls from at 9:30, a text, 10 o'clock at night, updating me on what's going on over there. They're doing a lot of work, as you can see. And they have been doing a lot of work for a long time. They have some things that's in the making right now, trying to get some sponsorships. I'm working on that still. But they have really been working
Yeah.
hard at that facility, and it shows, you're right. And there's no money involved. It's them. It's that board and whoever else.
Yeah, the board is doing a heck of a job, Everybody's got their job to do for it, and, we get together and say, this is what we need to do, and they do it.
And Courtney is doing a fantastic job over there as well. And they're trying to follow parish government procedures, so still some things that everyone's learning, but they're knocking it out. Thank you so much for everything that y'all do.
Yeah, Pat, you do a good job.
You back. Tommy Pollitt?
Yes, Pat, you said y'all having that event Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the bull show, but you never stated the time.
It's gonna be all day long. I mean, they probably, they'll all come, they're starting to come in on Thursday, okay, to set up all their stuff, and then all during the day. It's just, from,
But they're not riding, huh?
they're not riding, no, these are bulls that they
bulls.
show and sell.
Oh,
And,
okay.
they come in from all over the state
Okay.
and everywhere else to sell their bulls if they can and so forth.
Okay.
Yes. But it goes on probably till, I would say 9, 10 o'clock at night, maybe.
Well, maybe I'll go eat lunch at the concession stand on Friday. It's gonna be open.
Buy you a bull.
I don't think so.
That's right. Think so, sorry.
I don't think so.
But yes, this is a very big event for us. And it's amazing that it's happening during Labor Day weekend.
Good.
So
Yes.
we hope that people come out and by them being able to park their trailers over in that new parking area, then it'll leave areas for the people to park. Because last year, we didn't have a spot. They were parking on the grass, they're parking on the road,
Okay. I'm good,
So
thank you.
That
that's gonna
additional
be
parking
great.
space is unbelievable, huh?
Yes, sir, it is. It's a lot of space. That's our new parking lot.
Mr. Pollitt?
Are you back?
Mr. Pollitt, you was back. Ms. Natalie Broussard?
Just real quick, Mr. Pat, is there an admission fee for the general public that wants to go in and see what's
No,
going on?
that's the thing about it. There is no fee. I know there are other places that charge fees when they come in through but no, it is not. There's no charge for it.
So if anybody's looking for something to do this weekend, they can go
come
look
in
at the
there and
bulls
come down, sit
for
down
free.
there and watch them and see, they show off their bulls, just literally.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Broussard, you was back. See no other questions. Thank you, Mr. Pat.
All right, thank
Thank you, Pat.
All right, now we go on to reports, finance, and administrative action. There's none. Reports, parish, or other governmental agencies, none. Public work reports, number 1, Madam Clerk.
Public Works Department report for closed work orders dated July 23rd, 2025 through August 12th, 2025.
Those are emailed to you. Next, we have special business. There's none. We're going to consent agenda items for public hearing and adoption. We have the minutes, regular meeting of August 13th, 2025. Summary number 183, introduced by Iberia Parish Rabies Control. Madam Clerk.
A resolution of condolences to the family of Mr. Robert Wayne McDaniel, husband of Iberia Parish Rabies Control Administrative Assistant Jade McDaniel, who passed away on August 3rd, 2025.
Summary number 184,
A resolution
introduced
of
by Parish President.
A resolution of condolences to the family of Mr. Glenn Romero Sr., former District 9 councilman, who passed away on August 6, 2025.
Summary number 185, introduced by Clerk of the Council.
A resolution authorizing the filing of an application with the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development for a grant under the FTA programs managed through the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development, SMILE operating.
Summary number 186, introduced by Parish President.
A,
Madam
res-
Clerk.
a resolution authorizing the parish president to execute the renewal of the cooperative endeavor agreement by and between Iberia Parish Government, 16th Judicial District Court of Louisiana, and First Methodist Church of New Iberia, Louisiana, for the continued use and occupancy of 211B West St. Peter Street, New Iberia, Louisiana, by the 16th Judicial District Court, Iberia Parish Adult Drug Court Program.
Summary number 187, introduced by Airport Authority. Madam Clerk.
A resolution adjusting the 2025 Airport Authority Fund budget and the amount of $500,000 from federal sources for the Air Traffic Control Tower renovation funded 100% by FAA.
Summary number 188, introduced by Airport Authority. Madam Clerk.
A resolution declaring various vehicles as surplus property and further authorizing disposal of same in accordance with parish policy and state law, as requested by the Iberia Parish Airport Authority.
Summary number 189, introduced by Parish President. Madam Clerk.
A resolution authorizing the parish president to execute a certification to waive lane use regulations relative to permitting for mobile homes, recreational vehicles, and other temporary housing to allow for expedited temporary housing assistance under the Louisiana Temporary Housing and Shelter Assistance Program.
All right, I need a motion to open consent agenda items. I have a motion by Marcus Broussard, a second by Chad Macharan. Need voting machines to open up. All right, we hope anyone wants to remove any consent agenda item at this time? Let's see. Mr. Ronson?
Request to remove summary number 184 to, just to talk about Mr. Glenn Romero's history in this chair and with myself personally.
Okay. And Mr. Marcus Broussard?
Yeah, Mo and Commissioner Lamprez is here. I'd like for them to maybe talk about 187
187.
in the airport funding.
All right. And Mr. Macharan?
I'd like to remove summary 183 unanimously.
All right. Okay, we already voted. Number 184. Madam Clerk?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Vote.
Okay.
Vote.
You gotta vote on those.
We voted
already, but
Okay. A resolution of condolences to the family of Mr. Glenn Romero Sr., former District 9 councilman, who passed away on August 16th, 2025.
All right, Mr. Ronson?
They didn't vote for it.
We didn't vote. Hey, we didn't vote on the thing. We didn't vote for it.
It's switching over. Let's switch over first.
There we go.
Okay, now it's on.
Yeah, for the ones that don't know who Mr. Glenn Romero Sr. was, he sat in this chair for years. I mean, he sat back in the 90s with you. And the main thing I wanted to say was when I decided to run for this chair and kind of graduate from the park and rec and the help, and the first person I talked to was not my wife. She still thinks I'm crazy, but It was Glenn Romero.
She told us so last night.
Yeah, I heard she talked to you. You know, I went up to him and said, "Is it worth it or not?" He said, "Yeah." For him, it was. You know, he really liked being in this chair. He really thought he was doing good by participating in the process and helping out.
Oh, yeah.
And now I never told anybody what I'm gonna say, and it's towards Mr. Brown. Actually, I asked him, "Who you think I should talk to first on that council when I get there, if I get there?" He said, "You, Mr. Brown." He said,
tight.
"Y'all were tight." And he said, "Mr. Brown's a good guy to get to know." And he also spoke highly of Mr. Richard, which y'all go way back. I know he served, it's at least 12, it might be 16 years.
I think he served, you mean on the council and the
Yeah,
police jury?
yeah, yeah.
Police jury and the council, he got around 28 years, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was trying to think of that today, how many years he served, because it was broken, but yeah, I mean, he really, you know, he really felt he was doing the right thing by sitting in his chair. Not only here, but in Louisville. I mean, every time you'd go anywhere, he was there. You know, spending money, spending time. And I also, not only for the politics side, I grew up swimming in his pool. That's how far we went back, which is why I went to ask him, do you think it's worth it? And, you know, I wanted his not say leadership exactly, but direction. And he was a good man.
He was
So,
extra.
thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yield back. Parish President?
Yeah, you can't say enough good about Glenn. I can tell you, my first term as a parish councilman, Glenn was the person that taught me everything. Of course, when I got elected, I wasn't a politician and I didn't have a lot of people supporting me. I can remember when my mom died in my first term, Glenn and Joe Baudouin came to me and came to my mama's services, and Glenn told me, he said, "I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know. I'm gonna be your daddy. Your mama's gone and your dad is gone. I'm gonna be the daddy." His kids know that. Miss Betty knew that. Everywhere we traveled on the parish council, my wife was with Miss Betty, and I was with Glenn. It hurts a lot, to see someone like Glenn that have done so much for Iberia Parish for so many years. He goes so far back. I mean, as far as talking about watersheds and things like that, you're not going to find someone that know more about it than Glenn. Am I right, Scott? I mean, he goes back. And look, I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to talk all night about it, but we definitely lost a great man in Iberia Parish. Great man.
Yeah, they got the lights, the poles. You go way back. Like, this was the early 90s. His man put lights on the field 3 and 4 in the park.
In the park, yeah.
He actually got all that light donated, and we sat there, me, him, Mayo, Scott Neville, Jim Fauché, and we welded for 12 hours in that park. All of us for free. Somebody donated some beverages. I'll just say that, but but that was, he lined all that up for free. Got the pipe
He did
and
a lot.
everything. Free
And,
back.
and very well known throughout the state.
Yep.
Very well known. So, can't say enough about Glenn. Thank you, man.
Thank you. Summary number 183, Madam Clerk.
83. A resolution of condolences to the family of Mr. Robert.
Yeah, we gotta vote.
Oh.
Pass the resolution.
Well, you just talked about it.
Yeah. Y'all haven't voted on
Hey,
anything yet.
we
still
didn't
gotta
vote,
vote on
we
it.
didn't vote.
Okay.
We have to pass.
Let's vote on summary number 184. Mr.
We
Brown,
didn't, me?
Michael, and Lady Fontaine Brown. And that motion carries. Summary number 183, Madam Clerk.
A resolution of condolences to the family of Mr. Robert Wayne McDaniel, husband of Iberia Parish Rabies Control Administrative Assistant Jade McDaniel, who passed away on August 3rd, 2025.
That motion by Chad Mutchran, need a second. Second by Dustin Swear. Mr. Mutchran.
After any discussion, I call for unanimous second.
All
All right.
Wait.
Any further discussion on
I
that?
would like to say that Jade, of course, is the administrative assistant at Animal Control, and her husband had some battles, and he passed away, and I would love for you guys to do a unanimous. vote on this here. She's a great employee for us.
All right. And I need a second on unanimous second? Yep. Mr. Swear, all right, please vote your machines for unanimous second. And that motion carries. Summary number 187, Madam Clerk.
A resolution adjusting the 2025 Airport Authority Fund budget and the amount of $500,000 from federal sources from the Air Traffic Control Tower renovation funded 100% by FAA.
Motion by Marcus Broussard, need a second. Second by Michael Landry. Mr. Broussard?
Yeah, Mr. Chair, if it's okay with everyone else, Mr. Moe, give us a little insight on what's going on. Thank you.
What's your name and your title, sir?
Mo Sanji, Executive Director, Iberia Parish Airport Authority. Thank you for having me here tonight. What this project is, this is a renovation of our air traffic control tower that's been in service since the 1960s. They've had a few projects kind of updating it here and there, but nothing, really major in a long, long time. This project will entail changing out the HVA system and all the communications equipment. When I first put this project in, applied for this project, it was in 2021. So I've been applying for this project for 4 years. And the funding source from the FAA, you don't know you get it until, after the first of the year. And they say, you get this money, then you gotta really snap to it and get this project put in place. And this is why we're just putting this in the budget. Like I said, we've been putting this in for 4 years. It's 100% FAA, no cost to the airport authority, anybody. And I actually put in for 1.3 million, but the FAA in this program itself, they only give out 20 million a year in this program, and there's 256 contract towers in the country. So they're trying to split that 20 million up between that many airports. So I put in for 1.3 million. We got 500,000, but I'll take it. Any questions?
Good job.
Thank you.
I yield.
Thank you.
Mr. Landry?
Good job.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Landry, yours back. Please vote your machines. That motion carries. Ordinance introduced for public hearing and adoption, summary number 53.
Hey,
James.
Jan, we never vote on the rest of it. We never vote on the others.
We did already. Okay.
We didn't vote on.
Vote on consent agenda items at this time. Need a motion. Brock Pellerman. And a second. Michael Landry. Please vote your machines.
Okay, nice. That's all right.
Peter Brown.
Huh?
And that motion carries. Summary number 5375, introduced by the Zoning Commission, Madam Clerk.
An ordinance approving the reclassification request of 14.87 acres of property belonging to Coastal Timbers Incorporated, located on Port Road and Larson Road in Iberia Parish, District 13, to be rezoned from A1 Agriculture to I1 Industrial, subject to compliance with Zoning Commission staff report, ZC 2025-0006. All is reviewed and recommended by the Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
Need a motion. A motion by Brock Pellerman. Need a second. Second by Dustin Swear. Mr. Pellerman.
I have a slide, right?
Mr. Landry?
Matt Landry, Bay Road Hamilton Associates. This is 14-acre tract of land at the Port of Iberia, surrounded by, on 3 sides by industrial properties. They're looking to rezone this to industrial as well. We had one resident show up, the neighboring property owner, just to voice his opposition, just because the ordinances didn't address any screening between industrial and residential.
Okay.
Passed unanimously in the planning commission. Well, no, one voted against, I'm sorry.
Sound good to me.
No, there's nothing in the ordinance that states the barrier between the industrial and the residential they have right there on the side.
Right, so commercial requires a fence between commercial property and residential. Industrial doesn't require anything as far as screening.
And Matt, if I'm correct, that Peter Norman track is industrial, the JQ Holdings is industrial. Across the street from Lawson
Right.
is industrial, and that other one is
The
industrial too.
lower Uncle, I think.
Yeah, that lower one too,
I can't
that
read what it is, but
Daigle, that's all
Yeah.
industrial too.
that's correct.
All right. The where you see the houses at, where it says lot 15, along the coulee, that's yeah, they're surrounded with industrial all the way, all around. No, I'm good, Mr. Chair.
You back? All right. Seeing no further discussion? Vote your machines. That motion carries. Summary number 5376.
Oh, it didn't? What happened? Never mind. They said ladies vote didn't
I
register.
think she abstained, huh?
Oh, she abstained. Oh, I see, okay.
Summary number 5376, introduced by Zoning Commission, Madam Clerk.
An ordinance approving the reclassification request of 150 acres of property belonging to Cajun Sugar Company LLC, located on Sugar Oaks Road in Iberia Parish, District 8, to be rezoned from C2 Commercial to A1 Agricultural, subject to compliance with Zoning Commission Staff Report, ZC 2025-0007, all as reviewed and recommended by the Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
Have a motion by Brock Pellerin, second by Michael Landry. Mr. Pellerin?
Mr. Landry?
Yeah, so this is the old Sugar Oaks Golf Course. It was C2 commercial. They're rezoning to agricultural. We had a few residents show up, not to oppose, but just to get a feeling from the farmers what their plans were as far as whether they're installing headlands next to their property or if they were trying to plant cane right up against the property as well. But that did pass unanimously.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, we have next Mr. Michael Landry.
Just a question, because I got some friends stay in that area. Some of them got a notice for a solar farm, but they didn't get a notice for this. And the solar farm had to be over a mile away. So how would they get a notice for a solar farm? And what's the regulations for rezoning something in a surrounding neighborhood?
Well, when they rezoned, they have to send to the adjacent and the adjacent, is my understanding. As far as when the notifications were sent out for this, I think that was your past administrative director that would handle that. So I'm not sure how that was handled.
Because I think a lot of them didn't even know this was going on with this, but they knew the solar farm because they got notices and it was so far away. So I think we have a problem with notifications in this area that need to be corrected.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, next we have Marcus Broussard.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. No problems, other than, one of the things I've seen in my time in this chair is the rows of the cane going in a direction where it brings it toward homes. I don't know if that's part of the process where they describe where they want to direct the water flow, but I don't know how you tell, you can't
Yeah, that's
tell
not a
anybody how to
zoning
direct.
issue, yeah.
But-
That did come up in conversation. There's some drainage that appears to be between the property owners and the cane farmers themselves, and they were kind of negotiating some swaps internally. So, I mean, we didn't,
So it was discussed, but.
it was discussed, but.
Okay, again, that's, when you have agricultural property, I have some on Wilry Drive, the
Right.
cane drainage goes right to the back of the houses, and there's always a bit of a tumultuous situation with a bunch of rain. They want to get the water off their property as fast as they can. So, looking at this, that'd be just the only concern, but it sounded like they talked about it in the meeting, so.
Well, to rezone it, that it really doesn't play a role. That's more when they start developing it.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yield back.
Yep, I yield back.
Next we have Councilman Rosinante.
Who's the farmer? You know?
It's actually Cajun.
Yeah, but do they know who? Like,
Oh,
I'm gonna say, I'm just
not
saying
sure
the
what-
name. Judy's
yeah.
is all over
Yeah, I
right
don't-
there.
I
That's
don't know
why I
who's
was
gonna
just
be farming.
curious. The reason I got a phone call about tractors going through the subdivision, so I'm trying to
That's-
find out who's the farmer so I can go ask.
Well, one of the things that
politely.
was brought up is that one of the reasons they're hoping to purchase this is because it connects all their property together. They no longer have to go through these subdivisions.
That's what I
Right.
told that homeowner that called me. I said, listen, if they do this, that might be a good thing. That way they don't have to go through the subdivision. They can now take headlands.
That was discussed in
Yeah.
the meeting.
Okay. That might have been the person. I don't know. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right, Councilman Brock Pellerin?
Yeah, just to comment on Marcus's situation over there. It is illegal to alter the land to push water to your neighbor's property. Not to say that it's not being done, but it is against.
It's illegal to put a camp on a piece of property to do that too.
Are you back?
You back? Next we have Lady Brown.
Yeah, my question is about the residents. You said they had questions. I wanted to know if they had any opposition.
No, no one said we oppose the
Okay,
rezoning.
it was just
It's just more
questions.
question and answers more than anything.
Okay, thank you. I yield back.
You back? No other questions? Please vote your machines. That motion carries. Next, we have resolutions introduced for public hearing and adoption. Summary number 153, introduced by Clerk of the Council. Madam Clerk.
A resolution appointing one member to Iberia Parish Levy, Hurricane, and Conservation District, representing Iberia Parish for a 4-year term to fill a vacancy created by the expiration of term for Raywood Freeman Jr., whose term expired July 1st, 2025. Applications of interest on file, Raywood Freeman Jr. Note, this item was deferred at the August 13th, 2025 Iberia Parish Council meeting.
Have a motion by Brock Pellerin, a second by Marcus Broussard. Mr. Pellerin?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, we kind of keep deferring this. Look, Mr. Ray's a good guy. He's been serving on this board for a while, and I'd really like to see him stay on this board, but I mean, we're just gonna keep deferring this, or should we open up this application process again? That's just my concern. I mean, he said he was coming. I mean, I know we don't have any other applications, but I mean, do we just keep deferring this, or do we, what do we do with this? I yield back.
Yield back. Marcus Broussard?
I waive, sir.
Marcus waves. Second.
To do what?
Scott Rossini?
You know how long he's been on the board. I mean, it goes way back to the initial. So I don't know if everybody knows, I'm still on that board also. And if y'all don't mind, defer one more time. I'm gonna call him personally tomorrow and say, look, we gotta go. It's just, I don't think anybody wants to be on that board, to be honest.
It's really not a board.
No, it's
Right.
it's a placeholder. I'd call it right now. Is what it is. Yeah, to in future. So if y'all don't mind, give it one more,
Have nobody.
and I'll do that. A motion to defer.
All right. I got a motion to defer. Got a second by Michael Landry. Good. All right. No other discussion. Please vote your machines to deferment. Next meeting, yes. And that motion carries. Summary number 190, introduced by Clerk of the Council. Madam Clerk.
A resolution appointing one member to the Iberia Parish Communications District, representing the Iberia Parish Fire District Number 1 for the remainder of a 4-year term to fill a vacancy created by the resignation of term for Chief Guy Bonet, whose term expires February 24th, 2027. Applications of interest on file, Michael Vincent.
A motion by Ms. Natalie Broussard, a second by Councilman Michael Landry. Ms. Broussard?
Waive.
Broussard waves. Mr. Landry?
I waive.
Mr. Landry waves. No further discussion. Please vote your machines. And that motion carries. Summary number 191, introduced by Chad Marchand, District 14. Madam Clerk.
A resolution amending Resolution 2011-61, adopted March 9th, 2011, which approved a list of parish drainage channels to be sprayed, ditches and channels as listed, in order to remove the addresses of 1606 to 1707 North Captain Cade Road from the spray list, and further to add same to the roadside grass cutting list.
All right, need a motion. I have a motion by Chad Marchand. Need a second. Second by Brock Pellerin. Mr. Marchand.
Yeah, we're just getting some erosion that's coming up to the roadways, so
Right.
to see about just getting it cut instead of sprayed.
I don't know.
Basic. Keep the road intact and it don't fall in on us.
Okay. Yield back, sir.
We don't need that. We don't need that.
Good, Mr. Mathurin?
Yeah, I'm good, sir.
All right, Mr. Pellerin?
Waive.
Pellerin waives. No further discussion. Please vote your machines. And that motion carries. Sermon number 192, introduced by Regional Planning Commission. Madam Clerk?
A resolution granting preliminary and final plat approval to a subdivision of property belonging to Lane LeBlanc, located at 4814 Coteau Road, District 14, Iberia Parish, to subdivide 40.133 acres of property into 2 lots for residential use, subject to compliance with Planning Commission Staff Report, PC 2025-0015, all as reviewed and recommended by the Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
I need a motion. A motion by Chad Mathurin. I need a second. Second by Brock Pellerin. Mr. Mathurin?
I don't know if Matt's got anything on this. Basically, it's a grandfather that's just breaking up a couple of lots for his grandkids.
That's
I
it.
don't understand.
Yeah, 5 acres being subdivided from 40 for his grandson. They have a right of passage from the road to the property.
Just basic cut and dry.
Okay.
How are you?
Yield back, Mr. Mathurin?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Pellerin?
Waive.
Mr. Pellerin waives. No further discussion. Please vote your machines. And that motion carries. Sermon number 193, introduced by our Regional Planning Commission. Madam Clerk?
A resolution granting preliminary and final plat approval to a subdivision of property belonging to the AC Company of South Louisiana Incorporated, located at 1806 East Highway 90 and 2206 Dubois Road, District 10, Iberia Parish, to subdivide 11.67 acres of property into 3 lots for industrial use, subject to compliance with Planning Commission Staff Report, PC 2025-0016, all as reviewed and recommended by the Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
I need a motion and a second. I have a motion by Brock Pellerin. I need a second. A second by Dustin Swear. Mr. Pellerin?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Landry?
Yeah, if you can switch back maybe to the plat. This is 11-acre tract of land. They're divided into 3 lots, lots A, B, and C. A is accessible from Dubois. Lot B is along frontage road. C is gonna be all the way to the rear, and then there's a 60-foot right-of-way to access C. And this is near Highway 90.
You good, Mr. Swear? Mr. Swear, no further discussion. Please vote your machines. And that motion carries. Summary number 194, introduced by Regional Planning Commission. Madam Clerk?
A resolution granting preliminary and final plat approval to a subdivision of property belonging to Everett Dion, located at 1913 Emile Gondron Road, District 9, Iberia Parish, to subdivide 8.19 acres of property into 2 lots for residential use, subject to compliance with Planning Commission Staff Report PC 2025-0017, all as reviewed and recommended by the Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
Need a motion and a second. I have a motion by Scott Rossonant. I need a second. Second by Ms. Natalie Broussard. Mr. Rossonant?
Yield my time.
1-acre tract of land from 8 acres for residential use, and they're providing a 35-foot right of passage to the property.
Thank you.
Ms. Broussard?
Oh, wait.
Wait. All right. No further discussion. Please vote your machines. Mr. Mathurin? And that motion carries. Sermon number 195, introduced by Regional Planning Commission. Madam Clerk?
A resolution granting preliminary and final plat approval to a subdivision of property belonging to Thomas Viator and Brett Viator, located at 5316 Jefferson Island Road and 5406 Jefferson Island Road, District 3, Iberia Parish, to subdivide 11.26 acres of property into 4 lots for residential use, subject to compliance with Planning Commission Staff Report, PC 2025-0018, all as reviewed and recommended by the Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
Need a motion and a second. Motion by Marcus Broussard, second by Natalie Broussard. Marcus Broussard?
Mr. Matt?
Yeah, so this is a little hard to see on this plat, but they're dividing 4 lots. They're making 4 lots out of 11 acres. The way it's platted now, they had a property line running through a building, and one of the property lines was too close to adjacent trailer or mobile home. So we asked them to relocate the property lines to provide the proper setbacks to meet the ordinances, and they've done that. The plat has been adjusted, so everything else is pretty much in line with the ordinances.
Yeah, good, I'm good. Build some more homes in District 3.
You go back. Ms. Natalie Broussard? Natalie waves. No further discussion, please vote your machines. And that motion carries. Summary number 196, introduced by Regional Planning Commission. Madam Clerk?
A resolution granting preliminary and final plat approval to a subdivision of property belonging to Glen Verret, located at Paul Segura Parkway, District 14, Iberia Parish, to create a 1-acre tract from the existing 7.838 acres of property for residential use, subject to compliance with Planning Commission Staff Report PC 2025-0019, all as reviewed and recommended by the Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
I have a motion by Chad Marchran, second by Brock Pellerin. Mr. Marchran?
Yeah, this is pretty straightforward as well. 8-acre tract of land, they subdividing one acre tract for residential use on the north of that property. I'm not sure if you have the plat or not. It's gonna be on the north side of the property.
Mr. Marchran?
While we
Mr. Pellerin?
Yeah, I'll just, I was at this meeting, and I'll just comment on this. The applicant did question our, the way we worked this out, and the surveyor. This was almost an 8-acre tract, and they were carving just 1 acre out of this tract. And, you know, they requested us look into this process to see if we could speed up the process. Me and Matt kind of talked about this. You know, he's only subdividing 1 acre out of this whole tract, but he still had to go through the whole process of doing it. I think the way the ordinance states is 5 acres.
Anything development more than 5 acres.
And I questioned this years ago when I was involved in it, and the answer I always got, you taking 8 acres and you carving out 1 acre, and you still got the other 7 acres, so you're still creating a 7-acre tract and a 1-acre tract. And I think something like this, we can maybe look into it and maybe speed up the process a little bit and go through the hearing examiner instead of them having to go through the whole planning commission and all that stuff and taking 2.5 months to get it approved. So that was something that the surveyor and the applicant had questioned about. And I know you had called me about it.
Yeah, we've had several conversations internally about this as well. We did get some feedback from Lafayette, how they handled it. I think me and Mr. Ian need to have a few more conversations with some emails that went back and forth to see if we can progress forward or not.
I'll yield back.
No further discussion, please vote your machines. Marcus is gone.
Yeah.
He stepped out.
He stepped out. And that motion carries. Next, we have ordinances introduced for publication. Summary number 5377, introduced by Regional Planning Commission. Madam Clerk?
An ordinance approving the reclassification request of 2.845 acres of property belonging to Verret Land LLC to be rezoned from A1 agricultural to R1 residential, located at Emile Verret Road, District 13, Iberia Parish, subject to compliance with Zoning Commission Staff Report ZC 2025-008, all as reviewed and recommended by the Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
Summary number 5378, introduced by Regional Planning Commission. Madam Clerk?
An ordinance approving the reclassification request of 1.96 acres of property belonging to Verret Land LLC to be rezoned from A1 agriculture to C2 commercial, located at Emile Verret Road, District 13, Iberia Parish, subject to compliance with Zoning Commission Staff Report ZC 2025-0009, all as reviewed and recommended by the Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
I'd just like to make a correction on that, District 8, not 13.
Okay, so it's 8.
All All right, summary number 5379, introduced by Regional Planning Commission, Madam Clerk.
Yes, it's supposed to be.
District 8, good.
An ordinance granting a variance to allow the owner applicant a residential shed on commercial zone property with no existing residents on the property belonging to Vince Darcy, located on Danielle Road, District 9, Iberia Parish, subject to compliance with Board of Zone Adjustment Staff Report, BOZ 2025-01, all as reviewed and recommended by the Iberia Parish Regional Planning Commission.
All right, our announcements. Next council meeting will be September 10th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Please visit the Iberia Parish Government website to complete the stormwater management survey and view adjudicated properties to Civic Source. All Iberia Parish Council and Joint Committee meetings can be viewed live during scheduled meetings on the Iberia Parish Government website. I need a motion to
Mr.
adjourn.
Chairman.
Motion
Mr.
by Michael Landry.
Mr. Chairman, before you adjourn, can I make a statement?
Yes.
Ray Freeman, text man, said he was on the track and forgot. So he's going to be at the next meeting. Pat Carline called and said he forgot to mention they need some judges for this particular cook-off thing. So if any of you want to be a judge, volunteer time. Just look on your paperwork and just call that number. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Motion to adjourn. I have a motion by Michael Landry, second by Marcus Broussard. Please vote your machines to adjourn. Mr. Landry, Brock. Meeting is adjourned. Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. Time is 7:22. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Tommy Pollard. Here. Michael Landry. Here. Marcus Broussard. Lloyd Brown.
Here.
Lloyd Brown. Warren Gosheson. Natalie Broussard. Here. Dustin Swear. Here. James Trahan.
Here.
Scott Ronsonet. Here. Brock Pellerin. Here. Brian Napier. Lady Fontanet Brown. Cayman Crapel. Chad Machurin.
All right, we have 11. Have 11 Marin, no, 10. 10 in a quorum. All right, I need a motion to go into public comments. I have a motion by Tommy Pollard, second by Scott Ronsonet. Please vote your machines to go into public comments. Lady Brown?
He's away from his desk, so. he voted.
All right, we're now in the public comments. Item number 1, Madam Clerk.
Comments from the general public on agenda items.
We have none. Item number 2, Madam Clerk.
Comments from the general public on non-agenda items.
We have one from Mr. Purvis Mo. You step up to the mic, give your name and address for the record, sir.
Yes, sir. My name is Purvis Mo. My address is 6616 Rosemary Road. My name is Purvis Mo. I'm a civil rights activist, and I need to provide public notice to Iberia Parish Council. The Constitution of the United States has overarching requirements that every state must follow. Clause of Amendment 5 states, no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless a presentment or indictment by a grand jury. An emolument violation is when you pay a public official to break the law. The Constitution has 2 areas that enforces this. Article 1, Section 10 says, no state shall create any law that shall impair the obligation of contracts. Police officers, prosecutors, judges are all under these contracts. A contract to perform based on the oath of affirmation that they took to support and defend the Constitution. The 14th Amendment is the other place that you'll find the reinforcements of this issue, and that is where the states that no state shall create or enforce any law that shall abridge the privileges or immunities of the United States citizens. Unfortunately, the state of Louisiana has enacted a law in its interferent constitution that permits public officials, judges, law enforcement officers, who y'all are paying, to violate the Constitution of the United States. I'm here to notify you that if it continues to pay public officials to break the law, criminal sanctions can't come against y'all. I'm asking you honorably, individuals, to please take a look at this clause, 1, Amendment 5. Confirm what I'm saying to be true and direct the public officials to act in lawful, constitutional manner consistent with the obligations that are codified in the Constitution of the United States of America. Thank you.
Any
Thank
questions
you.
for Mr. Moe?
Thank you.
Seeing none, thank you, Mr. Moe. Well, Lady Brown, you have a question for him?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for that information. I wanted to know, you said it was Amendment 5. Was that passed this legislative
It's
session?
Article 1, Amendment 5.
Article-
And look, we the people. People are waking up. More people are getting involved. More people are coming to realize what's really going on in this judiciary system. And look, we all brothers and sisters. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We all related in here somehow. No matter the skin color, no matter the blood, we all bleed red.
Exactly.
That's
Thank
it.
you. I yield back.
Thank you. All right, I need a motion to go back into public session. Motion by Natalie Broussard, second by Marcus Broussard. Please vote your machines to go back into regular session. All right, we're now back in the regular session. We have the minutes, regular joint committee meeting of August 13th, 2025. Need a motion to open. A motion by Michael Landry. I need a second. Second by Brock Pellerin. Please vote your machines to accept the minutes. And that motion carries. Next, we're going to Finance Committee, run by Scott Ronsonet.
I now call the Finance Committee meeting to order. The date is August 27th, 2025. The time is 7:28. Item number 1, introduced by Parish President. Madam Clerk.
Discuss and consider a resolution amending the 2025 Public Buildings Fund budget in the amount of $10,000 to cover supplies and air conditioning filters in the Iberia Parish Courthouse Annex Building, all to be funded with fund balance previous years.
I got a motion by Mr. Landry. I got a second by Mr. Trahan. Mr. Landry, you have the floor.
I waive.
Wave. Mr. Trahan, you have the floor.
Yeah, I think, to clear up, I think it's he had used some of his budget up. He's trying to get some to finish off the year. Is that correct? That's what it is. Yes. All right, I'm good.
Okay.
Seeing no further comments, please vote your machines. Item number 1 as is. That motion passes. Item number 2, introduced by Clerk of Council. Madam Clerk.
Discuss and consider resolution authorizing the council chairman to execute the contract between Iberia Parish Government and Civic Plus LLC for a Civic Plus agenda and meeting management select pro premium software and live meeting implementation, and further authorizing amending the 2025 general fund budget in the amount of $14,800 for the initial term of said agreement, all to be funded from fund balance previous years.
I have a motion by Mr. Trahan, a second by Mr. Broussard. Mr. Trahan, you have the floor.
Yeah, this is, Ms. Carey's been working on a lot on this. She can put some input, but this is basically gonna try to get us to where we're trying to get to, where we can move up and, finally get to tablets and start working, different. So, anything you wanna add, Mr. Carey?
I can. Included in your packets is the meeting software, pro, information and live manager implementation software program. We, Councilman James Stronghold, Marcus Broussard, Brock Pellerin, and Michael Prejean and myself attended multiple video demonstrations with Jason Clapp of Civic Plus, and it has been determined that Civic Plus software program is the best and most compatible meeting software program to meet our needs. Emails were sent to all council members containing videos of the software demonstrations. We also looked at 2 other software programs. We conducted 2 on-site visits, one with Ascension Parish Government and the other with West Baton Rouge Parish Government. Both parishes graciously took time to meet with us. Councilman James Stronghold, Marcus Broussard, Brock Pellerin, and Michael Prejean were all in attendance. Michael Prejean had the opportunity to look at the connectivity necessary to make adjustments for the new Crestron system that we will be needing. Once the contract is signed, council staff will be provided up to 4 hours of virtual training. This will allow us to be ready to go live when the Crestron system has been completed. Civic Plus will provide us up to 2 hours of virtual consultation to the council staff. The Civic Plus website has a webinar training resources available at civicplus.com. Council staff will be given templates to prepare agendas and minutes. To agendas by simply downloading an app on my phone to upload agenda items tentatively until able to insert the full agenda item. Council staff will be able to scan meeting packets and upload all information into a cloud-based network for council members to view and have immediate access to meeting information. Each council member will have their own login and password to access information. Council members may also download the app on their cell phones to access meeting packets. Council members can still request a paper packet of the meeting information. They just have to let me know in advance, and it'll either be mailed or hand delivered like we normally do. Iberia Parish Council is already using Civic Plus as its MuniCode codification provider. As part of the meeting software, when the ordinance is adopted, the language already provided in the agenda and document portion of the software program can be automatically codified into the MuniCode codification online when adopted. This will take less time to format and upload to their website. At this time, we're currently having to reformat ordinances and provide them to MuniCode in Word and PDF formats. I'll give you an update on the Crestron upgrade. TrueConnect is the provider for the maintenance and upkeep of the Crestron system. We're currently waiting on TrueConnect to provide an updated quote for the upgrade of our current Crestron system. And speaking with IT specialist Michael Prejean, everything will need to be upgraded at the same time. Tablets or laptops will be purchased when the Crestron system is upgraded to ensure our needs are being met and all items are compatible. Cost, the total investment for the initial term of contract is $14,800. I'm currently requesting an amendment for the general fund budget previous years in that amount for the implementation of the Civic Plus agenda and meeting management, Select Pro Premium and Live Manager implementation software program. The annual recurring service in the amount of $10,400 is due 12 months from the date of signing the original contracts, and increases can be expected at the first after the second year, maybe 5% increase on the recurring expenses. Any questions?
Mr. Strong, you still have the floor.
Yep.
You?
I yield back. Any questions for Ms. Perry?
Mr. Broussard, you have the floor.
Yeah, like Ms. Clerk Carey just mentioned, a few of us got to go and watch, and it was pretty overwhelmingly positive feedback from the clerk of West Baton Rouge. I think was the one that I went to. Just in this packet, we got all that, and I can't imagine between efficiency and I'll spend money on efficiency. Efficiency and what you guys being able to do your jobs and move move meetings and documentation, and then handling the postage and the time it takes for you to staple all this stuff together. I think it's a
It takes a whole
positive.
day to copy meeting tickets and place them in the mail, and then someone has to affix postage and bring them to the post office.
Yeah, so I think there's some efficiencies that's going to come from it, and I'm supporting it.
Yeah, at least. It's
So-
like
$10.57 a packet.
$10.57 a packet, depending on
You
the
should
size
deliver
of the
it for
packet.
free.
Yeah.
I'm good, thank you. Are you?
Mr. Pellerin, you have the floor.
Marcus pretty much said everything I wanted to say. I was in this meeting, and it was very impressive. As you can see, they had a fine-looking man on one of those screens, reflection on a computer.
Yeah.
I missed that one too.
But yeah, I'm all for this. I mean, like Marcus said, efficiency and these paper packets that we get. I mean, this is the 21st century right here.
Yeah.
Are you back?
Mr. Montreal, you have the floor.
We've talked about this since we came into office, but just an
It's getting
example of what
close.
Marcus was saying, the last meeting we had on the Wednesday, I got my packet on the Thursday. Remember I mentioned to you
Yeah,
I
you
never
did
got
mention
it?
that,
It came in the next day to Thursday, so
Unreal.
efficiency.
Mr. Broussard.
Snail mail.
I know the administration and our former director of planning and zoning was working on a software for us to put in work orders, keep track of progress. I know I asked the question if this kind of
I know
tied
you did.
together. I don't know if it does or not. I don't remember if we got that answered or not, or even if we're still moving forward with it.
Oh, we are moving forward.
Okay.
Totally
I
moving
thought
forward.
maybe, I don't know if we answered that
I
question.
don't know if it's the same program. It's not.
That's not the same.
OpenGov is the
Oh,
program that planning and zoning is implementing.
okay.
Okay, thank you, I'm good.
Okay.
Ms. Brown.
Oh, okay. So you mentioned it was $10.57 just to mail the packets
Yes.
outright. That doesn't even include the cost of copying
Paper.
and paper, right?
And the copy
And-
machine cost.
Right.
Because each piece of paper has a price.
Right. Yeah.
I can't tell you what
y'all be
the
surprised.
exact amount
Oh,
of
yeah.
that is, but, you
Y'all
know,
would be totally
it's
surprised.
crazy. These packets are this thick.
Right.
I mean, you can see the amount of paper that we are
Oh, yeah.
handling.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. I think this is much needed. Thank you. I yield back.
You're welcome.
Seeing no further comments, please vote your machines on item number 2 as is.
Vote twice.
Everybody? Yeah, that motion carries. Item number 3, introduced by Parish President. Madam Clerk.
Discuss and consider a resolution amending the 2025 Public Building Maintenance Fund budget and the amount of $150,000 for the courthouse parking lot project, all to be funded from fund balance previous years.
I have a motion by Mr. Swear. I need a second. I have a second by Mr. Landry. Mr. Swear, you have the floor.
Yeah, so I'm under the impression that this resolution needs to read the general fund, not the public building maintenance fund.
I'll come back to you after comments if you don't mind. Let you make a substitute. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Other than that? Mr. Landry, you have the floor.
I'll wait.
All right. Mr. Swear, oh, wait, Ms. Broussard, hold on, let me get to you. You should have it now.
Could you just kind of tell us what this
Yes.
project is?
Yes, actually, this here is to do the parking lot. We're currently, the next line item, the next item number is number 4, where you're gonna see we're putting in $100,000 to $300,000 cash that we received from capital outlay. So while we doing the sidewalks, the $400,000 worth of sidewalks, we're trying to do the parking lot. And the parking lot is gonna cost around $180,000 to do it. We thought it was gonna be one. That's just the parking lot. Oh, no, we're just talking the parking lot on each side of the courthouse, not the parking lot. We actually thought it was gonna be around 150, but after talking to the engineer, and the cost came up. And not only that, I did speak to the mayor. We're gonna try to get the road in the back of the courthouse overlaid as well, so everything will work out well.
Yeah.
And it's from the general fund, not building.
That's what
And
the
you better
budget-
use it
The
because.
budget sheet had,
Do what?
the budget sheet had building.
I know, but it's wrong.
You good, Ms. Broussard? Mr. Broussard.
Yeah, just remind me, that I know we put some money to do some renovation work. The water fountain was the thing that popped up. I know we didn't do it. I know y'all backed off.
Yeah, because it was too much. So what we're doing, we're gonna do
That money never came back. Where is that money right now?
We bid the project out like you asked. It came,
Okay.
like we talked about.
Uh-huh.
It came in over budget. So we like not to do the water fountains, but everything else is being done, like the lights on the building and those types of things.
Okay, so you just cut out a part of it, but you're still using the fund? Okay.
Yes, sir. In fact, I may come back to you later this year to do the plants, the greenery around the courthouse. We would need additional money for that.
I'm good.
Thank you.
Mr. Swear, you want to make your substitute?
Yeah, I'll make a substitute motion, the resolution is to discuss and consider resolution amending the general fund, an amount of 150.
180.
180.
180.
Do I have a second? I got a second by Mr. Landry. Seeing no further comments, let's vote on the substitute motion. $150,000 I said it again. I'm reading it. 180 from the general fund budget previous year. All right, the substitute passed. Now we're gonna vote on the main motion, substitute included. Please vote your machines. Ms. Brown?
Huh?
That motion passes as substituted. Item number 4, introduced by Parish President. Madam Clerk.
Discuss and consider a resolution amending the 2025 Public Building Maintenance Fund budget and the amount of $100,000 for the courthouse sidewalk project, all to be funded from fund balance previous years.
I have a motion by Mr. Landry, a second by Mr. Strong. Mr. Landry, you have the floor.
Just going back to the administration, that's gonna be the sidewalk around the whole building?
Yes, including the sidewalks, like in the parking lot. I don't know if you ever noticed, but like by the railroad track, when the cars park together,
Yes.
there's supposed to be a sidewalk right there as well. So that's gonna be included.
That's nice.
$100,000.
And it also includes handicap ramps.
Good.
I'm good.
Mr. Trahan,
Wave, sir.
coming to you. The rat. You should have it. That's coloring.
All right, he just made a comment that I was gonna ask a question on about the handicap ramp.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
this includes a
This
handicap
includes,
ramp?
yes.
Is that
In the rear.
still in the rear?
In the rear, yeah.
On both sides.
Okay, all right.
And it's gonna be 2 codes.
All right, Mr. Trahan.
I just want to make sure it's coming out of public buildings fund. Is that still correct? Do we have to amend that?
I didn't hear you. This is correct, public buildings.
Okay, all right. That's all I want. I'm good. I'll yield back.
Seeing no further comments, please vote your machines. Item number 4 as is. I need a motion to adjourn. Finance. I have a motion by Mr. Pollard, second by Mr. Swear. Please vote on adjournment. You gotta keep
think?
Mr. Pellerin, Ms. Brown, Mr. Mathurin, Mr. Pollard.
You think?
Mr. Pellerin. Vote on adjournment. Ms. Brown, Mr. Mathurin.
Oh.
Ms. Brown. Finance adjourned.
Thank you.
I now call to order the Public Health and Safety Committee meeting. The date is August, what's our date? August 27th, 2025, and the time is currently 7:46.
That's correct.
Alrighty, Madam Clerk.
Discuss and consider a resolution establishing a temporary moratorium on the development, establishment, and/or construction of carbon capture and storage in the unincorporated areas of Iberia Parish for a period of 1 year.
Okay, I have a motion by James Trahan and a second by Brock Pellerin. Councilman James?
Microphone.
I put this on for us to have a discussion about this, see what y'all want to do. If y'all might want to put a moratorium on CO2 carbon capture for a year till we can learn more about it, so we don't get caught like something else we just went through recently. I don't want to even say the word. But, so we can have the discussion if y'all think we might want to do that to learn more. And there's a few people I spoke to, Department of Natural Resource, and a few people that could come speak to us if we would like to learn more about it. So I'll leave that up to y'all. If y'all want to decide when you want to put a moratorium, we can. If y'all don't, I'm just bringing it up so we don't get caught not having anything at all. If it was to come to fruition, that this would come up in our very parish. I yield back.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Trahan. We next give the floor to Councilman Brock Pellerin.
Yeah, my question is gonna be to Ian. As far as for parish government, what kind of control do we have over this carbon capture stuff? I thought this was all state regulated stuff.
You are correct. So there has been a fight to add some sort of local control, but as of now, this is all preempted by the state, which means the state has jurisdiction over it. So it's similar to your class 2 and class 3 wells that the representative was talking about. You guys get the complaints, but you don't have the power to solve the issue. So until that changes at the legislature, we had some issues going on in Livingston Parish and Allen Parish. Both of those got slapped down when the local government tried to obstruct these types of projects. So this is an ongoing battle. It's been last year in the legislature, a hot topic, this year a hot topic, and that is really where this needs to be directed, because right now you guys are just going to attract a lot of blame for really not having the power to solve the issue. That's the update.
So, you know, look, I'm all for this. I mean, if we can do it, I'm all for it. And I'll be all for, you know, coming up with a resolution to send to our Acadiana delegation, you know, opposing this in the parish. I wasn't sure if we could do something on parish government to stop it from being done inside the parish.
Okay. Thank you, Councilman Pellerin. Okay, you mind me going to the parish president, Councilman Landry and Councilman Rostane? Are you okay with me going to the? Okay.
Okay, Ian, I want to make sure I understood what you said. You're saying that the state legislature is in control of this? Is that what you're saying?
Of this issue right now, the Department of Natural Resources, the representative, Mr. Patrick, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Corriger. That was my best shot at it. Yeah, so, well, one, let's highlight the fact that he did give us some assurance that this is not going to get permitted in any of the salt domes because they're not suitable for this use. And that's primarily, I think, what people were worried about. The second issue is this has been, the groundwork for carbon capture storage in Louisiana has been laid since 2009 or thereabouts. But recently, with all the funding from the federal government that was made available and advances in the technology, it became a hot topic last year and this year. And there's, you know, definitely like risk and benefits to this whole thing, but from the get-go, it was assigned to the state to regulate. They have the technical expertise, and they have, I mean, really, this is for carbon capture storage for hundreds of years, and local government does not have the resources to monitor or regulate. So essentially, this is, the state has passed comprehensive regulations, so they preempt local control. And recently, there have been some bills attempting to get some control over siting, and those bills have failed.
And this was done through legislature?
Correct.
So let's be real now, so we can understand, so people can understand what's going on. So not saying ours in our delegation, because I don't know who voted for it, but this was passed through legislature with this carbon capture stuff. So we have no control of it? We don't have the last word on it?
You don't have the last word. The word you would have would be a resolution urging and requesting your delegation to take one action or another, and that's, you know, that can be a discussion for another day.
Because do you know in this legislation, if they have something where the parish can supersede what they did, like they did with solar farming, you know, when the state passed this deal for 300 feet.
No, there's not, that's what was being fought over. That did not survive the legislative process. So the parish doesn't have siting authority. The parish is preempted by the state law. So the permitting process is through Department of Natural Resources. They would be required to provide the same type of public notice as for these hydrocarbon storage caverns. But as far as a moratorium, I wouldn't recommend it. The most recent moratorium, I believe, was in Allen Parish, and they had to walk it back because of this preemption issue. Previously, Livingston tried to put a total stop to a big project in their parish, and they basically walked that back as well after they got sued. So we already have some ideas of where the court's going, and we already see this would not be a hot topic in the legislature if you already had the authority to do it. That's why they're fighting over it. So I hope that's helpful in terms of background.
Can I say something? So before I put this on, I did a couple of phone calls and checking, and you are right. We don't have any control over the actual permit of the drilling to do carbon capture at all. So this is not a moratorium on actual carbon capture wells, but I was told what we do have control of as a parish is any infrastructure that goes, let's just say they were gonna do a carbon capture site and they need to put a building or something up at that they have to come through us for those permits, and that's what we can have a moratorium on. So that's where we're kind of going with this, but you can tell us better. But I do know we couldn't do a moratorium on the actual drilling the well and the well application for the state.
Yeah, I'd look at it very suspect if you're trying to do something with another tool. Like if there's an entire body of law that says you can't do this, we're regulating everything regarding these types of developments, and then you're trying to end around it with another way to do it. That just sounds like setting yourself up for another version of the same legal challenge. So I can look into it, but basically I would stay away from this one, guys. I mean, it's different from the solar. The solar said locals can still have, authority over siting and zoning and permitting and all that stuff. This is not the same.
Okay. Alrighty. Mr. James Trahan, you yield back?
Yes. Yield.
Okay. Alrighty. Councilman Michael Landry?
I think you answered a lot of questions. If we pass this, we just passing it for the sake of passing it. More or less, that's what you're telling me. We just passing it, but the state natural resources controls everything.
That's my understanding. And at this time, you don't have a pending application or any notice of one. In my opinion, you would just be putting yourself out there in terms of taking a position I don't think we can defend in court without, you could just as easily accomplish what you're trying to do by trying to influence your delegation to work with.
Yeah, but if whenever the time get right until you can research it, I would like to just defer it until legal give us a better definition whenever all the discussion is finished.
Okay. Alrighty. You yield back?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Councilman Ronson.
I was looking, I want to say our whole delegation voted yes on the bill, if I remember right. That's what I was looking for. I ran across it yesterday. Now, what was actually in the bill, I'm not going to lie to anybody.
That was the same thing
So
with
what I'm
solar.
saying is, if you want to direct your phone calls,
Call them.
that's who you need to call as far as whoever's saying, I don't want this in the parish. 'Cause I'll tell you what, I don't want it. I don't think the technology's there yet, or not even close. That's just my personal opinion. So, but I don't have any control. Thank you. So direct your phone calls to our delegation and get it overturned if you don't want it. So, thank you.
Okay. Councilman Ronson yields back. So I return. Any more discussion? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Councilman Landry?
Well, I mean, I wanted to defer. I didn't know
Oh,
if you
yeah.
still got discussion.
Okay.
So, I hear what he's saying. I understand Michael wanted to defer it, but if we can't do a moratorium, are you leaning more towards maybe sending a resolution to the state opposing? Or you wanna stick with trying to get a moratorium?
We can do whatever y'all want. I just brought this up for the conversation to start.
Right, and you brought up a good point, cause
Before we
you,
get caught, like we did before, so I was
Justin,
just
put your mic
trying
down.
to
It's on.
bring this up, and if y'all want to defer it, try to want to kill it, whatever y'all want to do.
There you go.
I just didn't want to get caught again.
he's not, cause my mic's on, that's why.
Yeah, okay.
That's
All
fine.
right.
So whatever y'all feel like y'all want to do, I just felt like I wanted to bring it up to get the word out there and bring the discussion up.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, but go back to what you said earlier about how we can go around. So the moratorium,
Well, I was told that, which we already knew that, we have no control over the permitting of the well, drilling the well. That's all Department of Natural Resources and the state. There's no
Okay.
control we have over that at all. The only little bit of control I was told we would have would be any kind of a permitting for structures on the actual property where it would go,
which would keep them from,
basically, but then you get in a legal challenge, like you just said, so it was just something to bring up,
Mhm.
talk about.
Yeah.
And, if y'all wanna do it, fine. If y'all wanna defer it, y'all wanna hold it down, whatever we're gonna do, I just want to bring it up and start talking
Yeah,
about this
no.
before we get caught without anything again.
I agree.
I yield back.
Okay.
Back.
You yield back. Okay.
So,
Alrighty, Councilman Landry,
I still want to defer it to legal, but I would like, I hope the public is looking at this, that they can talk to our state delegation, our local delegation, and tell them they oppose it one way or another. But I would still like to defer it till legal come back with something concrete, even if we just send some at the time to our delegation.
Sure.
okay.
May I speak? I would I would recommend deleting it and then either introducing it if possible as a moratorium, if that is a feasible option, which I'm gonna investigate the information you gave me.
bring it to us.
Or reintroduce it as that resolution. So this wouldn't, if you don't vote it up or down, you don't have to wait. You can just reintroduce it whenever it's ready.
If we delete it, we gotta wait 6 months?
No, you don't have to wait at all.
Well, I'll make a recommendation to delete.
Okay.
I make a motion. Thank you, sir. Thank you for correcting me.
Okay. You yield back?
Yes.
Okay. So we have is that your second?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty, so we have a motion on the floor by Councilman Landry to delete item number 1, and we have a second by Councilman Brown. Vote your machines. Yes.
The
Oh,
mayor.
I'm sorry. Mr. Lloyd Brown. Okay.
It was quite obvious. Oh, he got it.
Got it?
Oh, you didn't vote. Oh, James.
All right. That's okay.
Okay. You voted.
You got it?
You got it? Okay. That motion passes. Alrighty. This concludes the Public Health and Safety Committee meeting. I need a motion to adjourn.
Well, read it.
Vote your machines.
We don't have.
Oh,
Read
I'm
it.
sorry. Okay, I need a motion to adjourn. Who made? It's not showing.
And voting and, do the motions together.
Vote your machine.
Okay, so we have a motion by Councilman Ronsonet, a second by Councilman Broussard. Vote your machines. For adjournment, correct. Alrighty, meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
I called call the Public Works Committee meeting to order. The date is August 27, 2025. The time is 8:04. Item number 1, introduced by Lady Fontenette Brown, District 12, discuss and consider a resolution requesting the Public Works Department to install a bus stop ahead sign at the corner of Turek Road located in District 12. I have a motion by Lady Brown, a second by Brock Pellerin. Ms. Brown?
Yeah, so I would like to discuss this request. So some concerned constituents that live in that area stated that there's about 12 to 15 kids that catch the bus there every morning. And so if you're familiar with that area, Toriak Road kind of curves and goes into a dead end. So I didn't get the coordinates for that exact location, but it's right in the curve where the kids are catching the bus. And when the cars pass by, no one is stopping or yielding because they're unaware that it's a bus stop. I yelled at him.
But there's no
It's in a
corner.
curve, right?
It's not at a corner?
No, so it's actually, it's in a curve, so the road makes like a L, kind of, sort of, but it's, I wouldn't call it a corner because it's not intersecting with another street. It's basically curving.
Where's the map? Like, I'll put out maps when I ask you.
Yeah, you're right. I should have put a map. I have one in my phone, but you can't
I know
use
what
it.
she's saying. She just said it's a curve in the road.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the PowerPoint for the next.
Okay. Perfect. So yeah, I'm sending a map.
Yeah, just
So something like this.
Yeah.
Right there. That's the curve.
And do you want to change?
Yeah, so we can, right. Okay, so yeah, I would like to amend the language and request the Public Works Department to install a bus stop sign at the curve of Turiak Road.
I have a question, Lady Brown.
Is there?
Did you
Yes.
talk to the school board about this, or is this a private school?
I did
Because
not.
if we're putting a sign at a place that's inherently dangerous, that's not doing anybody any favors.
Okay.
We just need to confirm with them that this is like their approved location before
Okay.
we start putting signage up for it.
Got you. So I'll follow up with my school board guy. That's a really good question.
That's what I was gonna say.
Right.
And what the sign is gonna have to say is school bus.
Yeah.
School
Stop
bus.
ahead.
School bus?
That's the stop
Okay.
sign, yeah.
All righty.
All right, Ms. Brown, are you yielding?
Yes. I yield
Mr.
back.
Pellerin?
Well, thank you, Madam Chair. My comments were just spoken with school bus stop and what Ian said about the school board. I think we need to check with the school board
Check
before we
with
do
them.
anything.
Yeah.
To make sure this is a safe spot
Right.
for the kids to be catching the bus. That's what they got a transportation
Exactly.
department for.
You yield?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Trahan?
Oh, I'm sorry. I kind of answered my question for the first time in a while. I actually want to hear. You answered my question, sir, so I appreciate it.
Go ahead. All right.
You wave, Mr. Trahan? Mr. Mathurin?
We talk about, approved signs and all, but there is, right by the fire station in Koto, there's a school bus stop sign, school bus stop ahead, and it's in a curve on a state road, so evidently the state put it up. And I don't know if there's a designated school bus stop, but being somebody does get on and off in that curve, it's just one household. There is a sign that I'm assuming the state would have put it up, so I'd imagine she has a valid point, whether or not the school board approves the stop or not,
Right.
but,
Okay.
Mr. Pollard?
Yes, like what Chad is saying, when you come around that curve, because I drop a student, I forget the name of the street on the left side, right, Jackie, right on the corner of Jackie and Highway 88. I drop a guy, a couple of kids off going toward Delcom on the right side, and I be just looking all the time because they come around that curve pretty fast. So they should put the sign back a little bit more than where it is right there.
That's where your problem will come in.
Good
So once
question,
we put
Tommy.
that sign up-
Tommy, do you have stops that are in curves, like regularly? Like,
There's houses right on Highway 88. Soon as I come around the curve on Jackie Street, and they live on Highway 88 on the right side when I'm going toward Delcom.
mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
If it's elementary, you have to pick them up in their house, they can't walk, so you have to pick them up in the curb. Just what he's saying, they come around that curve, they're not paying attention. I think she has a valid point.
Change it from corner to
Should we make that request or the school board?
Should be the school board.
All right, I'll go back to Ms. Brown. Are you ready to make your substitute motion to change it from corner to curve?
Yes,
Oh, you said you're gonna get with them.
And school bus stop ahead?
school bus, correct.
And is that good with this second, Mr. Pellerin? All right. Mr. Pollard?
Yes, before we vote on that, she's gonna find out her details through the.
We can move it forward and she
move it
can.
forward.
Let's move it forward. Okay.
Mr. Rossini, you have me on a timer, but I'm gonna give you the floor regardless.
All I want to ask, can we get that in writing? Because we don't want to be responsible if the school board is supposed to be responsible for.
If you can, could you ask them to request the parish to do that?
Yeah.
Or, you know,
Yeah, through a resolution
and
or.
tell us
their
where
own.
they want that sign.
Right.
Because once we put it up, it's ours.
Parish road or state road?
That's a parish
Right.
road she's talking about.
Yeah. It,
All right. Well, look,
No further discussion. Roll call on the substitute motion.
what's happening? What's happening? Hey, something wrong.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I called roll call.
Where?
I did.
Ready?
I was lost.
All right. That's it.
That motion carries. Lady Brown did vote in favor of it, if you can get the record to reflect that, but it's not recording.
Oh, she understood.
No, just let the record reflect she
Yeah.
voted in favor of it.
Right.
All right, now we'll go back to the main motion as amended. Roll call.
Right? Yeah, that's right.
Again, let the record reflect that Lady Brown voted in favor of it, but it didn't record her vote. Item number 2, introduced by the parish president, discuss and consider an ordinance authorizing the abandonment of a portion of Hanger Drive from Amador Drive to Second Street, all as located at UL New Iberia Research Center in District 6. I have a motion by, District 3. I'm thinking of my district, huh? I have a motion by Mr. Marcus Broussard and a second by Mr. Scott Rossini. Mr. Broussard, you have the floor.
Yeah, Mr. Jean, you mind coming up? We can chat about this. I know he met with is it Brian?
Brian, yes.
I hadn't gotten to meet with him yet. I offered him maybe meeting later this week, but
Brian, he's with UL.
okay. He's the lead research. I forgot his title.
What he is exactly, but
I don't have a map or
head
anything.
of, I guess the UL research
Pause for the
station.
train for a second.
Oh, okay.
Pause for the
I
train.
couldn't hear you. There was a train passing.
I didn't prepare myself for this one. I didn't ask for this one, so.
Can he introduce himself? What's his name and time?
So, Mr. Jean was with them, earlier?
A couple of weeks ago.
Was it been that long? I thought it was
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, so
right now they have 2 yellow gates that open and close, and
Correct.
they stay open. But you have the ability to close them, and he can explain more. They're looking to close them and really get isolated inside of the.
Yeah.
I'll let Mr. Jean.
Yeah, UL owns both sides of the road. They have a lot of cross-traffic, pedestrian and UTV traffic going back and forth with research of the animals there. And they're looking to close the road between Admiral Doyle and 2nd Street. And I told them it would probably have to go before council to do such. And his name's Brian O'Shea. I don't think he's.
This is a tough one because there's a lot of traffic that goes through there with the local businesses. So I haven't been
Correct.
able to. I've dropped passed it many times. I'm just not sure it's the right thing to do or not, depending on what the effects it may have on the rest of the traffic. So I think it needs to be talked about a little bit more with UL.
That's exactly why it's on the committee, just to bring it up.
Yeah, yeah.
This is something that they've been trying to do for quite some time, and I haven't done it.
Yeah.
As of right now, you know that the Level Safety 3 building is actually being built right now. And the campus that they have right now is directly in the middle. At some point, I don't know when that point is gonna be, because right now we're still trying to build Hangar Drive and the roundabout. So I have to talk to, in fact, I gotta talk to the guy that was just here, that's with the aviation company, on tomorrow, to make sure. I spoke to Mo already. We certainly, what we don't wanna do is close it now if we don't have to. If they can give us 6 months, 8 months, or whatever.
So you
because-
that roundabout and all that finished up?
Right, because I have a meeting I'm trying to get set up. I thought it was next week, but Cindy is saying it's possibly the week after. With DOTD, was on the phone with them this morning. We're gonna more than likely split the project from Hanger Road at 3212 with the roundabout. So we're gonna probably start, if everything goes well in that meeting, on Hanger Drive in the next couple of months. And it's all parish property, so we can actually handle that. And then we'll just connect the roundabout a little bit later. If we can get the road from Hanger all the way to Tower and LaSalle, we're in pretty good shape. If we do it right now, if they have to get it done right now, in my opinion, it potentially could mess some things up
trouble
because of some of the businesses that we have there. So I did speak with one of the vice presidents today of UL. In fact, I spoke with two of them. We had a meeting here today. I talked to one on the phone. And they may not need it like right now. So this is just to bring this to the council, make y'all aware of what's going on. They have a lot of growth that's getting ready to take place there. One thing that's never discussed is the amount of money that's generated at that research center. Y'all would probably be shocked. The amount of money that's generated there a year. But it don't appear as of today that we need to close it right now. It could be months up the road, because what they don't want to do is mess us up with anything, and really the building won't be built. The Level Safety 3 building won't be built for quite some time, but once that is built, and you got this road, you know, right in the middle of it, it's gonna create some issues.
So I guess.
It's just a conversation I wanted to
Okay.
start when I put this up today. And I'm glad you knew about it. I'm glad you spoke
Yeah,
to Jen.
Paul Landry had mentioned, he said, you're gonna be hearing about this in a couple of years, and here we go. So, and then Gene did call and I offered to go out, I think Friday. I hadn't heard back from the guys, but we definitely need to look at it. Maybe it's a bigger picture to look at too. It sounds like, you're already kind of looking at
We've been looking
the
at it
right-of-way change,
literally for years.
roundabout changes, so.
But it's really kind of like a bad time, because we have this thing that we're still working on with that railroad crossing at the Boulevard, with that being closed right now. And you're gonna have some of these companies that actually take Hanger Drive. I don't know how many companies, so I'm actually getting ready to do a study to evaluate how many vehicles actually go on Hanger Drive, down Hanger Drive to Amador, to see what kind of impact we might have. So if we'll have to hold it off a minute, we'll have to hold it off a minute, but y'all need to be thinking about it, because this is something that's going to come to the parish council to abandon them. So just with discussion.
Good.
Any questions from anybody?
Are you done, Marcus?
Yeah, I guess I'll have to, make a motion to delete, I guess. We got the discussion
Let me-
done.
let me
so
clear the
nothing-
floor
yeah,
first
whenever
before we do that.
we're.
Mr. Rossini?
I was looking at the map right here. I actually spent many years working back there at night. But, I mean, coming from New Iberia, you can still take a left on
Yeah.
Avenue D.
That's right.
And then coming from the Koto side, you can take a right before Hanger Drive
That's
and
right.
to get to Second Street
You will,
either way.
right.
I mean, the businesses you're affecting, obviously, the big one back there is Halliburton has that big training
Right.
center, and not Wireline, they have yeah, and then Frederick's machine is right there. They
But they can go around, yeah.
but Frederick's is on Second Street, so they have to get to Second Street at some point in time
They
anyway.
get there from Hanger Drive or Avenue D.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I worked back there for years. I don't know if I ever took Hanger Drive, to be honest, because I would take Avenue D, and then I would jump across on 3rd Street. So
Right.
that's just, I was just looking at the map to see who we affected. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and the reason the map is not up there today is because it was just brought for conversation. It's all, I mean, I looked at it, I met the people. I need the council to be aware that this is gonna come. If it's something that you guys think we should move forward with and just maybe put it on committee for the next meeting again, and I can bring you the map and let everyone see what's going on. But really, I wanna talk to some of the business owners in that area before I do anything.
Mr. Rossini, are you
Are you back? Thank you.
done? So, Mr. Richard, are you requesting that we
We're not
defer
voting.
it at this point?
Yeah,
or,
this is just information. What I could do.
or do you want us to table it, and after you talk to the businesses, you
can do that.
bring it back?
We can.
So do I have a motion to table? I have a motion by Mr. Pellerin, a second by Mr. Marcus Broussard. Any discussion on the motion to table?
Just realize it's coming back.
Mr. Pellerin,
I
discussion?
just say we put it on the table. and
Yeah,
we short
right.
to pull it off, we'll pull it off.
Right.
So next,
Wait, let me, Mr. Marcus Broussard, do you have any discussion on the table? Mr. Swear?
okay, so the only thing I ask is that the next time when it comes back up, that we have all that in front of us as far as like the
Absolutely.
maps
Yeah,
and the,
absolutely.
you know, the input from what the businesses said, things like that. Instead
That's
of
right.
having-
Today was just to let you guys know
All right,
one
that's
thing
cool.
that
That's
I'm
fine.
actually working on, that you're gonna have to vote on.
All right.
Hearing no further discussion, vote on the motion to table. Item number 2, roll call.
All right.
That motion carries. Lady Brown still not being counted.
Withdraw.
I need a motion to adjourn. I have a motion by Mr. Swear, a second by Mr. Pellerin. Roll call.
No, you don't either.
Not debatable.
Marcus,
That motion carries.
Marcus and
James,
and Marcus.
Marcus. That motion carries. Meeting adjourned.